Insight 7, a continued exploration of the spiritual insights of the book The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. So this insight is about when you have, quote, woken up and seen the world as a mysterious place that provides everything we need if we get clear and get on the path, unquote. Then you are prepared and become ready to engage in the evolutionary flow. It's about how to keep your energy high in order to engage the flow and receive the info you need through awareness and connection, synchronicity and intuition in order to get answer to questions and make decisions. It is about trusting your intuition and noticing thoughts, images, daydreams and dreams that pop up in your mind as they reveal to you both what our questions are as well as the answers to what you are seeking and what to do next. Quote, we must assume every event has significance and contains a message that somehow pertains to our questions. This especially applies to what we used to call bad things. The seventh insight says that the challenge is to find the silver lining in every event, no matter how negative, unquote. So engaging the flow means plugging into the universal current that reveals the answers that you seek. Part of engaging in the flow also entails approaching every day and situation with a background of love, as it's put in the book. This means building and staying in a full state of love. This can be done consciously by building up one's energy. Being open and feeling love energy stream in. So this is the love energy from the universe. Observing beauty also allows you to feel this. Nature, all your surroundings in nature. So, quote, let your perception of beauty and iridescence lead your way. Places and people who have answers for you will appear more luminous and attractive, unquote. So it's like something shines. This happens to me as well when I'm out and about. Sometimes I'll get a feeling I need to give someone a message and something about them shines and glows, and so I'm drawn to them. So you may have experienced this in your life as well, where you're at a party, for example, and the particular person, something about them catches your attention. So even if it's a stranger and you feel a pull to talk to them. Okay, so that's just one example. When you are in a higher vibration, and I write about this on my website, you can become open to whatever comes your way rather than seeing only struggle, which happens when your vibration is in the lower, denser energies. And you're in the sort of state of reactive fear mode of your control drama, and that's what I talk about in one of the other videos of this series. I think it's one of the last two. So by being and remaining in a state of love, so in a state of high energy basically, then, quote, nothing nor anyone can pull more energy from you than you can replace. Energy flowing out of you creates a current that pulls energy into you at the same rate, unquote. So you all would have had that feeling of other people pulling energy out of you and being drained. So when you're in a higher state of awareness and energy, then you are more protected and you're not so affected by other people's energy. And this is huge for a lot of people, especially those who are more sensitive and empathic and intuitive. So you need to remember to stay in this state of love, so the state of high vibration, as much as possible. Keep it going and flowing, which means that you will need to stop often and mindfully reconnect your energy. You can do this throughout the day or wherever needed. Keep it full. So this requires you also to stay alert, conscious, and in the present moment, fully aware of the process throughout the day, especially when you interact with people. So this is about evolving yourself, learning how to raise your energy, your awareness levels. So I'll talk about that more as well. So when your love tank is not filled, when you're not in that love vibration, you will only harm and cause detriment to yourself. Your body naturally vibrates at a certain level. You can be in control of it. This is really important, and I teach about spiritual tools as well. Quote, if you let your energy get too low, your body suffers. That is the relationship between stress and disease. Love is the way we keep our vibration up. It keeps us healthy. It is that important, unquote. So you can see how important it is to build up your energy and maintain the higher levels. You can check out my article on I've written more than 30 ways you can raise your vibrations. I'll put that link below the video, as well as some other links that you might be interested in. So also look out for synchronicities and the answers that the universe brings forth to you. Be in a constant state of awareness. This is, so those of us who are more on a spiritual path and evolving our states of consciousness and awareness have this feeling of this of being in this constant state of just noticing things around you. So you know, we can't hold this all the time, let's face it, it is hard, but you know, you have to start somewhere. So look for what glows or what seems more rich in color or vibrant. Notice any objects that seem to just pop out, jump out, stand out to you somehow. For example, you're going for a walk out at nature and something about one particular flower pops out at you. I just saw the number 44, which means that the angels are with us right now. Okay, so something might illuminate in your environmental surroundings or glow or shine somehow. Once you notice it, then you can concentrate on that feeling and expand on it from there. And energy is very much like that. So right now my energy is in a higher state, and I am expanding that energy out towards you. I'm sending you waves of beautiful healing energy. So let's just absorb that for a moment. Okay. So quote, each time that these coincidences lead us into something new, we grow, become fuller persons, existing at a higher vibration, unquote. When you are in that love state, that higher vibration, you also feel lighter and more buoyant somehow, not so heavy. And right now the angels are giving me the image, the visual image in my clairvoyant vision of a buoy, as in B-U-O-W, the buoy in the ocean, floating, bobbing up and down in the sea. And they're comparing its lightness and buoyancy to a metal anchor, which is weighty. So when you are high in vibration, you are lighter, and when you are more denser, it's like the metal, it's all weighty, okay, and anchored down. Now let's not mistake this with the need for groundedness, which is really important, and we can actually use the anchor as a visualization to ground us to earth. But it's just about a matter of understanding the difference between heavy and light energy, positive and negative. The protagonist of the story was driving the car and noticing how light his body felt while he was in this love state. So, quote, my weight was centered on my buttocks and my back and neck were straight. My arms were holding the steering wheel but were not resting it, unquote. So it's like sitting there with a lightness and not a heaviness. So take a moment now and imagine that. How different does that description feel to another person who might be very low and dense in energy and feeling heavy and drained, like someone coming back from a long day at work where a lot of chaos and tension was happening. Okay, you can achieve this state yourself, and I teach about that. So one technique you can use, and this is mentioned in one of the books, is to, quote, focus on the environment around you. So this was in the insight. Then remember how everything looks when you're being filled with energy by recalling the presence everything displays, the unique beauty and shape of everything, especially plants when you're out in nature, and the way colors seem to glow and appear brighter. then try to experience that feeling of closeness, the feeling that no matter how far away something is, you can touch it, connect with it, then breathe it in. It is like it is, you draw it into you. So try to achieve a feeling of buoyancy by breathing in the energy with which you have just connected to. Take long, deep, conscious breaths. And as you do, start to visualize that every breath you draw in pulls that energy into you, filling you up like a balloon. So this, in effect, causes you to become more energized and feel lighter and more buoyant. So when it comes to looking for answers and asking questions, center yourself, be in that present moment, do that breathing, recall what your core life question is. So this might be something stemming from your childhood, parents, your past, like a core life question, something that might be haunting or plaguing you, a bigger life question. And then you have the smaller sort of current life questions. So clearly state what that question is or what the questions are, keeping them at the forefront of your attention and always in your mind. You need to get very clear with your questions and know that the answers will always come. So a great adage is thoughts come as guidance. So when you receive a thought, that's how guidance comes. It might be a thought, a feeling, or an image in your mind. Questions can be concrete, such as where are my keys, or abstract, such as what is blocking my spiritual progress. Okay, I've got some other tips which I'm going to read from the Experiential Guide by the same author. Okay, so stay alert, take an observer point of view as if you were watching a mystery unravel. This helps you to release the need to control. Notice if something is brighter or more colourful as a signal to help you make a choice. Thoughts, hunches, compare your dreams to your present situation and see what they reveal that you're overlooking or missing. So dreams are an important part of it. If you don't understand the info you're receiving or don't seem to be getting any, make sure you're asking the right question and also that you're noticing it. Notice coincidences, how they fill you with energy. Is there further work to be done with a person that you're receiving coincidences with? And so on. Give your full attention and energy to those you meet because they all have a message for you. So see how amazing and huge it is. Okay, so that seventh insight occurs when we can see that these answers as they arrive. It heightens everyday experiences. When you engage in these processes, then you will realize that, quote, all the answers that mysteriously come to us really come from other people. But not all the people you meet will have the energy or the clarity to reveal the message they have for you. You must help them by sending them energy, unquote. Send that positive high vibrational energy and see what messages come from there, and you will be healing them. So just like we learned in the insight, a matter of energy, that you can, quote, project your energy toward a plant by focusing on its beauty, you can do exactly the same thing towards a person. When the energy goes into them, it helps them see their truth, then they can give this truth to you, unquote. So it's reciprocal, and this leads us to the next insight, number 8, which is about interacting with others, uplifting their spirits, and an acceleration of our interpersonal relationships and humankind on a higher level so that we can evolve together. And I'll be writing more about synchronicity, dreams, intuition, soul level relationships. Check out the links below the video, and also my intuitive newsletter, Awakening Spirit, bringing you monthly guidance, numerology, angelic messages, and much spiritual information. Namaste.